You think your mechanical gaming keyboard is cool? Wake up, man! You're living in a dream world. Or at least Razer thinks you are. As Razer tends to do, they are refreshing last year's product, in this case the Blackwidow Ultimate Mechanical Gaming Keyboard. This is the 2014 edition and it is available now at NCIX. Now this time around, Razer has developed their own mechanical switches. Yes, they're not using Cherry MX anymore, but we'll get into that later. The packaging for this year's model is much cleaner. They got a new font there, and they're sturdy cardboard, so it makes it feel like quality. We'll see if it is. Let's open it up. So Razer, as always, their packaging looks very pretty. It's very sturdy. They use thick cardboard instead of foam, so you know that your precious device is not going to be hurt. Actually, nothing else in the package except this little envelope in the bottom with cards telling you about the Cult of Razer, their rewards program, and stickers, and a quick start guide, and their 1-year limited warranty information. So yeah, other than that, just the keyboard. Now the keyboard itself actually looks completely identical to the 2013 version. It's got matte finish all the way around on the exterior there. Not on the sides and the bottom, but on the top, that's where it's important. And it's actually kind of nice because over here where you see the caps lock and numlock lights, you can't see them at all until you activate them. It's like stealth mode, so that's kind of cool. Now I'm going to jump straight to the switches because that is the big change in this year versus the previous year. The previous year, 2013, Blackwidow Ultimate had Cherry MX blue switches, and I think the regular Blackwidow one had black switches. This time around, Razer has developed their own mechanical switches. They're going with 2 types, green and orange. This keyboard has green. They've kept that clicky feel, so they have that audible actuation point as well as a tactile bump. Which is a lot like Cherry MX Blues. You can hear that. And orange is the other one they're developing, and that will have a silent actuation bump, but it'll still have that tactile feel, so that'll be more like Cherry MX Browns. Razer's saying that traditional mechanical switches were designed for typing, which they were, and they want to design their own switch from the ground up for gaming. So what they've done is they've moved the actuation point to 1.9 millimeters compared to the standard mechanical switches, 2.2 millimeters, which is Cherry MX Blues, let's be serious, that's what they're talking about. So that means the key activates higher, you don't have to press as far down to activate it, and it also means that the distance to reset the key, which is tolerance, is less. So that theoretically is going to increase the speed with which you could do rapid typing. Like that. On the same key, double tap. And the bottom out distance is the same at 4 millimeters, and the actuation force, how much it takes to actually activate, is 50 grams, which is the same as Cherry MX Blues. Now when I used this keyboard and compared it to blue switches, I thought there was a noticeable difference in activation points. I also thought it was a little easier to push down, but maybe I was tripping. They do have the same actuation force as the blues, but yeah, it was really nice to use. Now Razer is making their switch designs available to other manufacturers to use, so we may see other manufacturers using Razer switches, who knows? So the switches are the main new thing. Let's look at the other features of the board. Now, as I said, it's pretty much identical to the 2013 Blackwidow Ultimate. The board itself is extremely sturdy. It's got some real heft to it. Trying to flex it is not going well because it does not flex very much compared to my keyboard. My keyboard just seems like a piece of paper compared to this. Every key has its own LED behind it, so they're individually backlit, so that gives you a nice uniform distribution of the backlighting across the board. They also have their green backplate on there, which gives it a nice green glow. Every key is fully programmable, so you can run macros or whatever command you want on any of the keys. They also have 5 dedicated macro keys on the left side here, and those are all fully mechanical as well, those keys and all the F keys. And you can record macros and change lighting and customize all the other stuff in Razer Synapse 2.0, which is their customization software. The keyboard has 10 key rollover, which is, I mean, really more than you need, anti-ghosting. You can do this. I mean, you're not playing games like this. They have a function key down here, which allows you to change volume. They got media playback buttons up there. You can do on-the-fly macro recording, so they have a dedicated button for that. Activate gamer mode, which will disable the Windows button or Alt-Tab. I can actually choose what the gamer mode button does. LED brightness keys, which change the brightness level up or down. There's actually 20 brightness levels for the backlighting. So You can really just whatever floats your boat for that. And also a sleep button over here. On the right side of the keyboard, we have the USB pass-through port and a mic and audio jack. The keyboard comes with a very thick braided cable. That's like, nothing's happening to this guy. It's got 2 USBs on it. One for the keyboard itself and one for the pass-through, and also a mic and audio connector. And on the bottom of the keyboard, we've got 2 flip-up feet with rubber stoppers on them, so it's not going anywhere, really sturdy. And it's also got 5 other rubber stoppers when it's laying flat. Table's moving, but not the keyboard. Razer makes some high quality stuff, and this keyboard is no exception. It's cool to see them put out their first mechanical keyboard with their own mechanical switches, because more variation in the market can only be good, right? MSRP for this keyboard is $149.99, but with fully programmable keys, USB and audio pass-through, Razer's own mechanical switches, and sick backlighted keys, I think you're getting your money's worth. And of course, it is available now at NCIX. Alright guys, thanks for watching this unboxing of the Razer Blackwidow Ultimate 2014 edition. Like the video if you feel like it, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this from NCIX.